10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Stand by D.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
5,
4,
D has the opener.
2, 1.
Actually, there's none taken because everywhere I go, someone's always telling me how much I resemble Mr. Perry. And I personally don't see it, but what a great person to be resembled to. No offense, Mom and Dad, I love y'all. Frank Cornelius Jr. here in the metropolitan area of Atlanta. Actually, I'm in East Point, and if you look over my shoulder, you'll notice that I'm outside the Tyler Perry studio. And I'm here for a very good reason. Mr. Perry has now added doctor on the front of his name. You can probably thank Emory University for that.
I was sure hoping they would have locked you the hell up.
The only thing locked up around here is your bowels. Now shut the hell up.
Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry. But this is no movie. It's no secret that if you're visiting the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia, you can't miss the signs. I mean, they are everywhere. Tyler Perry Studios. But now you can call him
Dr. Tyler Perry.
And he agreed to the honor because
A doctorate without a student loan, I'll take it all day long.
well, the 2022 class of Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, let's just say that they did miss the signs, giving the media mogul his honorary doctorate degree, and he gladly accepted it.
I've always been awe-inspired by this university and the most incredible people that it has unleashed onto the world stage.
And just one camera, one show was granted access to get close enough to the honoree as he walked down the aisle.
This incredible graduating class of 2022. Congratulations.
But this was about Emory University's class of 2022 and what they've accomplished. And the Medea star did not hesitate to drop a few jewels on how great their generation have it.
What I'm excited about is this time that you were born into. You were able to get things really quickly because you were born into the time of the internet, a time where everything you need is right there on your phone. If you want food, you press a few buttons and it shows up. If you want directions, you press a few buttons and there it is. If you want information, you press a few buttons and there it is. If you want a date, I'm sure you don't do that here at Emory, but if you did.
He also spoke about his reasons for moving to Atlanta.
For the first time in my life, coming from the poverty of New Orleans, I saw black people doing well. Some of them were graduates from Emory.
And what to expect from the class of 2022 to carry on.
This is your life, not your parents', not anyone else's. It's your life to live. So don't be afraid to chart your own.
These parents were excited, but more importantly, this class of 2022 is taking in as much as they can before facing the world, and judging by the looks of this large class,
I want you to have an incredible work ethic.
I think they're going to be just fine.
Congratulations, God bless you, and thank you so much for having me.
A great speech to Emory University's class of 2022 coming from one of the biggest movie moguls in the game right now, and I got something out of that, believe it or not. I was actually floored when I was asked to do this story because everybody knows that starting the whole Frank Cornelius Jr. show and buying all these cameras and all these monitors and lights, it was inspired by Mr. Perry, and hearing his story and hearing his speech, I was absolutely floored. As I mentioned, I'm in front of the Tyler Perry Studios, one of the largest attractions when folks come to visit here in the metropolitan area. And everybody always asks me, like, when is it open? Well, I am proud to say that according to the folks here, it's open on Saturdays and Sundays. You're able to visit the roundabout area and park and take pictures, as many pictures as you want, but you cannot go inside. And I kind of understand why, because since doing this story and standing out here, I've seen so many production trucks go in and out of here that I'm assuming there's a large production that's going on inside. Who knows? You never know with Mr. Perry. He has everything going on TV right now. I'm Frank Cornelius Jr. in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia, for the all-new Frank Cornelius Jr. show. Back to you guys in the studio.